Raise your glass, remember who you are, and join the Brotherhood.
Is lifting from the glen. I see the faces of the men who stood against the driving rain to break the heavy rusted chain. From entrance coast to Kerry shore, we hear the ancient spirit roar. It's written in the mountain stone, this land was made for us alone. They tried to burn the fields of green, the cruelest sights the world has seen. But like the gorse upon the hill, you cannot break a nation's will. The language lives within the soul, a fire they could not control, and every drop of blood that fell has a story left to tell. Can't you hear it in the wind? Can't you see the light within? The dawn is breaking, the world is waking. Oh, let the emerald fire burn bright tonight. We are the children of the sun and the light. With our hearts of oak and our spirits free, from the rolling hills to the stormy sea. Raise the banner high, let the heavens know, we'll never leave and we'll never go. Ireland forever, through the cold and the flame, the world will always know our name. The fiddle play the tune beneath the winter's rising moon. For every son who had to roam, we're calling every brother home. We aren't defined by walls of wire, but by the heat of freedom's fire. And while the shadow needs the tide, we'll walk these fields with honest pride. Alright! Alright! soul and kind, but she ate some mops behind the barn and nearly lost her mind. She didn't moo, she didn't low, she didn't make a peep until she opened up her mouth while everyone's asleep. Out came a sound so deep and dark, it rattled all the glass. It sounded like a thundercloud a-rolling through the grass. It wasn't high, it wasn't sweet, it wasn't thin or small. It was the deepest bassman's voice inside the county hall. The local choir was practicing inside the parish rooms. They needed someone powerful to banish all the glooms. Belle walked in and took a stand beside the tenor boys and drowned out all the fiddles with her the soprano, forget the guitar. The cow is the biggest musical star. Oh, she's the bass singing cow with a voice like a drum. She makes the floor tremble and the windows all hum. With a wag of her tail and a deep rolling sound. She's the heaviest singer that's ever been found. That's ever been found. Now Belle, she has a contract and she travels in a van. She's got a group of roadies and a fancy personal fan. She won't eat grass, she won't eat hay. She only wants the stout to keep her vocal bellows strong and help the music out. So if you hear a rumbling that's coming from the field, don't think it's just a tractor or a broken garden yield. It's only Bella warming up to sing a rebel song, and all the lads in Murphy's bar will surely sing along. Deep as the ocean, deep as the ocean, low as the ground, the finest conductor that Belle ever found. Belle, 2, 3, drop the bass. 1, 2, 3, drop the bass. Oh. Oh, she's a bass singing cow with a voice like a drum. She makes the floor tremble and the windows all hum. With a wag of her tail and a deep rolling sound. She's the heaviest singer that's ever been found. She's a star, she's a queen, ain't nothing more that you've ever seen. Oh, she's a star, she's the queen, the deepest voice that you've ever seen. You've ever seen. The moon was spinning like a coin, the stars are in a whirl. I said goodbye to every lad and every pretty girl. I stood outside of Golden Heart to Kelly in me knees and whispered to the winter wind, oh help me if you please. But then I felt a sudden August shiver in the heel. Me leather boots began to move and a spirit made of steel. They didn't wait for orders and they didn't wait for me. They started marching down the road in perfect harmony. They hopped across a sleeping dog, they got your muddy hole. With a rhythm in the laces and a magic in the soul. I was leaning back and sleeping with a hat across the eyes. Found me feet were doing horn fights on my terrifying sides. The sergeant saw me passing by and gave a puzzled stare as I floated past the steeple with me toes inside the air. I'm not the one who's walking, sir, I shouted with a grin. It's just me boots returning from a night of heavy sin. They know the turn, they know the gates. They never let the master late. Oh, it's the boost, the boost, the boost to know the way. They'll carry you in the morning from the middle of the day. With a dose, stitch of magic and a spin in the high. Then the only way a gentleman can take a rowdy ride. Hey! They kicked the front door open and they climbed the wooden stair and took me in the better bed with a very tender care. They jumped into the corner and they let a little sigh and waited for tomorrow in a twinkle in their eye. So if you're ever weary and you had a drop too much and you're looking for a steady hand or a heavy one in crutch, just trust your Irish leather and just trust your heavy tread and your boots will get you safely to the pill. Drop your bed, step it out, heel and toe. That is how the Rascals go. can take a rowdy ride. So the door, hey, on the floor, hey, don't you want it, hey, anymore? Ole, ole, you'll never beat the Irish. From Dublin town to Donegal, from Cork's bright coast to Belfast wall, we march as one, we stand as men, we rise, we roar again, through winds and lusts as rain or shine, we wear our green like holy sign, and every match we drum and sing for pride, for everything. Ole, ole, lift your voice and sing this, you'll never beat the Irish. Coi vai, let the whole world hear this, you'll never beat the Irish. We stand as one forever. Forever beats. You'll never beat. You'll never beat the Irish. We've seen the nights of bitter pain, we've seen the glory rise again, we've felt the fire, we've held the line, the boys in green are battle signed, and when the world says not today, we shake the fields and pave the way for every child in green and white. We sing their future through the night. Ole, ole, lift your voice and sing this, you'll never beat the Irish. Coi vai, let the whole world hear this, you'll never beat the Irish. We stand as one forever. You'll never fierce, you'll never beat, you'll never beat the Irish. Hey, hey, hey. Hey. Hey, hey. Ireland, green and white forever, you'll never beat the Irish. Not now, not ever. Ole, ole, lift your voice and sing this, you'll never beat the Irish. Coi vai, let the whole world cheer this, you'll never beat the Irish. Raise your flags and raise your fists, you'll never beat the Irish. Hey, hey. You'll never beat the Irish. Hey. You'll never beat the Irish. Hey. Way high. Way high. Way high. I've seen the stars of the Southern Cross and the ice of the Northern Sea, but none of the wonders of the world could steal the heart of me. I carried a picture in me coat, all tattered and all torn, the only reason I could face the darkness and the storm. She said, go find your fortune, lad, across the rolling foam, but don't you dare forget the path that leads you back to home. So I traded gold for iron and I traded silk for wine, just to get back to the valley where the golden lilies shine. The wind is blowing from the west, pushing at the sail and telling me a story of a love that didn't fail. I can see the lantern flickering up on the jagged height, a little spark of heaven in the magic that can cure a man's despair. With the accordion a-blazing and the rhythm hitting hard, we're heading for the beauty in the Irish Collection. Almost there! Brigade! Through the air! Brigade! The finest! Brigade! In the fair! Brigade! Almost there! Brigade! Through the air! Brigade! The finest! In the
We met where smoke and stories live, where every fool's got none to give. The pints were cheap, the jokes were old, but every heart was made of gold. We sang of ships and saints and war, we cursed the kings, we begged for more. And every time the fire burned low, someone shouted one more show. We are the brothers of the flame. We drink, we laugh, we curse the pain. Raise your glass and shout your name. We are the brothers of the flame. Hey. Hey. Through years of rain and times of drought, we found our truth in every shout. No crown, no cross, no God, no law can break the bond that whiskey saw. When one falls down, we all stand tall. No man forgotten, none too small. The fire may fade, but we remain, still singing through the joy and pain. We are the brothers of the flame. We drink, we laugh, we curse the pain. Raise your glass and shout your name. We are the brothers of the flame. When morning comes and pubs are bare, we'll find our ghosts still drinking there. Through every storm, through loss and shame, we'll stand as brothers of the flame. We are the brothers of the flame. We drink, we laugh, we curse the pain. Raise your glass and shout your name. We are the brothers of the flame. Forever bound, forever same. We are the brothers of the flame. I've a copper in my pocket and a hole in both my shoes, but I've a spirit in my bottle that can cure the Monday blues. The landlord says I'm lazy and the parson says I'm wild, but I'm just a son of thunder, old Hibernia's favorite child. We've been down in the dirt, we've been up in the sun, but the battle for the bottle has only just begun. So raise your glasses, brothers, let the rebel chorus ring. We'll make the rafters tremble and we'll make the angels sing from the shadows.
raise your glasses, brothers, let the rebel chorus ring. We'll make the rafters tremble and we'll make the angels sing. From the Shannon to the Liffey, from the mountain to the sea, we're the kings of every corner and we're wild and we're free. Wild and free! Wild and free!
An ancient knows. He knows the names the wind won't say, of kings long gone and wars that lay by moonlit stone and shadowed glen. He guards the graves of fighting men. The fire still burns, the ground still chills in the hands of the keeper of the hills. Raise your voice and drink your fill for the man who guards the silent hill. Through wind and war, through blood and will, he stands, the keeper of the hills. They say he's cursed to never die, to watch the stars and hear them cry. Each dawn he kneels, each dusk he sings of broken blades and buried kings. He's seen the earth reclaim the brave. He's poured out whiskey on each grave. And when the crows fall silent still, he hums a tune no soul can kill. Raise your voice and drink your fill for the man who guards the silent hill. Through wind and war, through blood and will, he stands, the keeper of the hills. The keeper of the hills. If ever you hear the mountains sing, or feel the cold on a summer wind, don't linger long, don't test your thrill. The keeper's there, he's watching still. Raise your voice and drink your fill for the man who guards the silent hill. Through wind and war, through blood and will, he stands, the keeper of the hills. The keeper of the hills. The keeper of the hills. Hey! Bring it on! We didn't come for silver coins where the Hudson and the East River joins. We crossed the sea in a wooden box to work the mines and work the docks. But when the bosses try to break me back and leave me bleeding on the
track. A cold wind blows from the old country and brings a spectral company. They wear the coats of faded green, the toughest boys you've ever seen. The ghosts of rebels from the past are coming for the fight at last. They don't need guns, they don't need lead, they're already among the dead with a ghostly roar and a heavy hand. They're fighting for the exile band. From Dublin Bay to New York town, you'll never keep a rebel down. Oh, the Ghost Brigade is on the march tonight. They're coming out to win the bloody fight. With the pipes of war and an iron fist, they're emerging from the city mist through the alleys and the city light. The Irish ghosts are owning the night. Hey! 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 The coppers run and the bullies fly when they hear the ancient battle cry. You can't arrest what you can't see, the army of the brave and free. So if you're down and you're alone, far away from the stepping stone, just whistle low, a rebel there, and the Ghost Brigade will be right there. Across the sea, to keep us free. The dead are back on the attack. The ring fire. Oh, the Ghost Brigade is on the march tonight. They're coming out to win the bloody fight. With the pipes of war and an iron fist, they're emerging from the city mist through the alleys and the city light. The Irish ghosts are owning the night. We're the night. We're the dead. He's getting paid. Fire! We gather round the old wood bar, his photo framed beneath a jar. The priest was gone, the night was long, so we began his favorite song. We drank to fights he never lost, to hearts he broke, to lines he crossed. He'd say, don't cry when I am gone, just fill my glass and carry on. Whiskey for the dead tonight, raise your glass and hold it tight. He's gone to where the angels tread, but we'll keep singing for the dead. We told the tales he used to tell of love and lies and raising hell. We laughed until we couldn't stand, then spilled our drinks by accident. The barkeep grinned, he loved this mess, and poured one more for holiness. For every saint that ever bled, there's whiskey waiting for the dead. Whiskey for the dead tonight, raise your glass and hold it tight. He's gone to where the angels tread, but we'll keep singing for the dead. So when my time will come around, don't dress me up, don't lay me down. Just play the tune and drink instead, and pour that whiskey for the dead. Whiskey for the dead tonight, raise your glass
glass and hold it tight. We'll laugh, we'll cry, our souls well fed on songs and whiskey.